Guys, welcome to another Talking Bull podcast where we bring the nerd news you already know and talk some bull. This week, our main story is the Joker trailer. It dropped this week, kind of out of nowhere, but
I didn't know it was coming out, but at the very last minute, you saw like, oh, it's coming tomorrow. I was
exactly.
Like, oh. You got that poster,
yeah,
with his head tilt back and stuff.
I didn't even bother looking at it,
and
I'm just like, whatever.
I just seen it like scrolling through Twitter, like
yeah.
it was everywhere when it first dropped, right?
Naturally.
And I'm sold on this trailer. I had like I don't always want to say I had zero interest in the movie from the beginning because like I like the Joker, I like Joaquin Phoenix, he's like an amazing actor, so I'm like, okay, like I'm not, you can play it, but
I just figured it.
But with no sound.
Yeah, I don't have any sound on.
But I wasn't like sold on it, like, oh, but then like this trailer, man, pulled me in, and my pants are tight now. Like,
I said to him earlier, I was like, I'm half chub on it. I'm still iffy on the whole Joker movie thing, but like this movie, this trailer sold me more than anything I've seen of production stills, images, them talking about the movie.
Yeah, like I still like the trailer has done what a trailer should do, and it says I want to now see more. I want to actually see this movie.
Before this was like I'll wait till Netflix. Now I'm kind of like I actually want.
Yeah, like I probably will see it in theater and stuff, and like I will go and see this now. We've heard, we've talked about it, and we've seen little things about like what the movie could be about and stuff. And I'm not sold on all those things yet, and like whatever. But like him coming up the stairs there, like, and he's all like depressed, head down, shoulders in, and stuff. And then you see him dancing down the stairs at the end of the trailer. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like he's just, and like I said, you see him turn the corner, and he's all in his Joker getup, and he's walking with like such like confidence and demeanor as opposed to how you see him at the start of the trailer. And a little weird he's bathing his mother here though.
Yeah, from my guess is based on what we've seen in this trailer, and I could be wrong, is there's something up with his mom.
Yeah.
And at the beginning here, he's taking care of her, and he's going to lose her, and she's going to be put in Arkham, because we see later on he's going to Arkham, and like he looks like he's happy.
He's lost
here.
a ton of weight for this role, and did you read this?
No, I didn't.
The worst part of having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't.
Yeah. And I'm guessing he's talking, like he's writing his
jokes,
stand-up material for his gig, which we see him at later. And he's just talking about his life and everything.
Laugh.
Yeah.
I liked his Joker
laugh is amazing.
That was
and
good.
like you just see like the trailer is so juxtaposition well of like he's trying to be a happy dude, but his whole world is crumbling. Yeah, like you can tell here he's like gets to the point.
Job,
he works this shitty job as a clown, flipping a sign, and he's got to be happy. And then these douchebag fucking children come by and steal his sign, and he chases them down, and then they kick his ass. Yeah, and he's all like, "What the fuck?"
He's like crying in the alley, all beaten up.
Because kids are assholes. And then you see him like, I don't know what he's doing here, but it seems like he's building a balloon animal.
Something's creepy happening behind him, but
you
he has
see the
some
after
bruises on
effect
his
of him
back
getting
and stuff.
beat, and he looks
like that's creepy. Like he's just all gaunt.
And there, like the next shot is him like with his mom and being happy and listen. And that's when the music song kicks on. And
beautiful
song. Smile though your world is breaking.
Yeah, beautiful fucking choice.
And like this whole trailer actually is just. It's
and
so well
I think
done.
This is something might happen to her too. Like again, just the idea that he loses. Ultimately, it's like the one bad day.
So what I think, I'm just going off what I think happens, because there's a shot later on that looks suspicious. He goes on this date with this girl,
or somehow meets her. I don't even know if I don't think he has the lifestyle to have a date. Yeah. He somehow just meets this girl, and I'm guessing right away she probably just has pity for him and like has a coffee.
And then later on, we see him with flowers in the Joker getup in that apartment. Yeah. My guess, he's going to kill her.
That would be crazy,
because he was like,
because he feels wronged by her now. Yeah. Like
one of the catalysts to what happened to him, he was like, well, I'm gonna go out and be whatever. He goes and whatever happens with this girl, and then it does not end well, and all this other shit happens. We see in the trailer, and like just random shit throughout his day or however long this takes place.
Not literally one day.
He just fucking snaps. Yeah. And one of the first things he does is like, I'm gonna go kill every person that wronged me this week. And I think she's on that list.
That'd be cool.
That's what I think is happening. Because like you can see in this shot, like he is broken.
Oh yeah,
she's laughing. It looks like she's having a good time or something. But maybe he does something which probably
creeps her out.
Says something really creepy and stupid, which we've all done.
We've all been there.
And like that's it. And then we see this next shot, Arkham State Hospital, which I'm guessing Arkham.
Early
Arkhams,
yeah.
So we see it. It looks like it's in a bad part of town. It looks really shitty. Now this is gonna follow my follow-up thing. Is this shot in Chicago? It looks very Chicago-y, this town.
I thought it was New York.
Is it New York? It looks Chicago-y.
I'm pretty sure they shot it.
Not taking shots at Chicago. You don't look like shit. But it just looked like that.
No,
and then you see him. He's like, "There's a fucking mental patient in this," and he's like signing in. I want to know what he did when he signed in. Because this like guy looks at him like
why the fuck are you visiting? What did you write down?
And he's like,
just
is there a problem?
Is there a problem? It's just
and then like goes to his next thing. He's doing it stand up. There's nobody there. It doesn't look like it's going very well.
That's where you hear his laugh right there. That was a good fucking laugh.
Yeah, because my guy.
I like the makeup.
I don't like it.
I do.
Again, I haven't liked it since I seen it. It's not. I get it's early Joker-ish. I'm just not feeling it. But him with the smile here, even everything is just. And then this weird scene
again. This is like where I think he starts to snap.
Yeah,
this is probably after when he got beat up in the alley,
which is weird because now he just gets beat up on the subway.
Yeah,
and it's like you see this weird motherfucker dressed as a clown. Which I'm just noticing now, his hair is awfully dark in this scene. So I wonder if he's already the Joker at this point.
Oh, I don't think so. This is him working.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, this was him.
This is the Joker-y suit.
No, this is the one he was wearing when he.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, this is the one he was wearing when he got beat up in the alley because he's wearing the weird hair and stuff.
Fucking asshat over here comes by with his curly fucking Jufro, and he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this guy's wig off and I'm gonna fight him. And for no fucking reason. Why do you? I don't understand this. Why do you just beat this guy up who's on the subway laughing? What if he was like reading a book or something? You're like, that's not fucking funny. And kicks his teeth in. So then we get the cool like this fall.
I like the graphic cards, like the way the letters look and stuff.
He's very much losing it at this point. It looks like this is after he's been beat up in the alley. And something.
This is something. I don't know what
maybe
this is,
he gets kicked out of a big premiere. I'm thinking he likes those two, kind of like an Abbott and Costello looking guy on the poster. And he's like, I'm going to go in there. And they're like, get the fuck out of here, freak. So he gets a gun, as you do.
And then so gaunt looking. And
that just godly scene. And I want to point something out. When does this movie take place? Have they ever?
In the 70s.
Is it? Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought they talked about it. Because this is the Betamax
player. Yeah, it's sometime in the 70s.
And
that's Wayne.
Is that Thomas Wayne? Okay.
It's Thomas Wayne.
Okay.
On the TV. Talking about how bad Gotham's gotten and everything. Okay, is this Bruce?
You think it's Bruce?
It's what I've seen.
Because he watched Thomas Wayne on TV. What if he went to Wayne Manor? There's a fence here, obviously. It looks very gated. He walked up to a thing with the mask on. Yeah, it could be Bruce.
I've seen some scuttle, like, is that Bruce?
Yeah, it could be Bruce. And they're like...
He's doing his stand-up. He's not going well.
Yeah.
And you tell
he's
by
bombing, and there he's in his underwear, losing his
dancing.
mind.
Once the dancing starts, again, like, the dancing pulled me in. Like, this part where he's just, like, dancing behind the curtain and walking out onto, like... It looks like it's, like, a late-night show.
Johnny Carson
type of style with Robert De Niro. And he's all fucking, like...
My guess,
his groove doing his dance. I'm like, this dancing's creeping me out. I'm loving it.
My guess, and I'm purely speculating because I'm really like speculating on this movie. Just because of what
you're getting more stiff. Aren't you?
I am. I'm getting just because I'm speculating, and this is what I want. This is my guess would be like Johnny Carson always used to have like his opening act come out and do jokes. I don't know if they do that much anymore, but my guess is Joker has killed the comic that is supposed to come out.
Yeah. Maybe it was someone who he knew from the comedy clubs.
And these grips have no fucking clue.
Yeah, and they're just, he's next, and let him out. And then let out him.
He comes out, and
this would be awesome if it was his first reveal, too.
That's
to
what I'm guessing. And everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he's like, I got a bomb or something.
Yeah.
And then this is people getting behind Joker because he's going to do...
He's going after the big guys, like the
he's
the
gonna
corrupt,
clean up Gotham in his own way,
his own sinister way and shit.
And then he gets hit by a car.
Gets hit by a car.
He just gets fucking smoked.
That's him dyeing his hair.
Yeah.
And then just play out this last part. Yeah. This is the walk and the confidence and just oh man, he owns it. And the makeup here is different than the one that he wore in the thing. He doesn't have the black outline
and my
on his mouth.
guess is right there. That's right after he killed that girl.
That'd be awesome. He's like,
the joke went well, and he wasn't confident on the date.
Yeah.
Now he's the Joker. He's got confidence. He's got swagger. He walks up to the place, bro. Just shoots her.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's rated R, is it not? This movie is rated R. Yeah.
Walks up, shoots her. What's it called? Style. Barbara Gordon style.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the name of that book? It's I'm fucking blanking.
Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke. I don't know why I fucking blanked on that. It's in the goddamn thing. Now he's like, I'm happy. He's like, look at me.
Yeah,
I killed that woman.
Dance down these stairs.
As
opposed to the beginning where he's like walking all like
over and he's confident now. He's like, I'm
like I said, man, I watched this trailer with like no I had zero hope for this movie in a way. I was like,
and then boom, just the title card of Joker.
It's tight.
And then the makeup. This makeup
like
is
that little smirk right at the end where he's like, again, probably
right after
killing her,
the girl,
getting back in the elevator or something like that. It looks like
he's like, oh, I killed her.
Just a little smirk.
Yeah.
I'm loving that idea. I hope she's dead.
I'm just saying, man. It's a pretty plausible theory.
Yeah,
like
I would like that. It would play out with the trailer and the character.
Barely just everything I speculate right there is if that's what it is, cool.
Yeah, and I will say this: this is a one and done movie.
Yeah,
because Phoenix will not do sequels.
No.
And I remembered that after watching the trailer and stuff, I was like, you know what, though? I do have the confidence that, and if you want to do these one-off labels, you can make amazing one-off movies like this.
Yeah.
And just, ride that out, make your money, tell a good story, and let it, just
I'm cool with that. My only beef with this is
because
he
will not do a sequel.
No, he can't.
He won't. He doesn't do it.
My only problem was if they recast someone else in the movie and just keep going.
I don't think they
Joker 2, Jokier.
No, I don't think they'd go that route. But I'm like, this is fuck. They pulled me in.
Yeah, they kind of got me now too. Mm-hmm. Talking about it now, I'm more hyped than I was 10 minutes ago. But still, my main problem with this is Joker is Joker, and I really don't give a flying fuck.
A lot of people have that thing about always because they're writing his Joker.
Nolan's.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, he's supposed to be this and he's supposed to be that. He doesn't have a backstory.
He's got like 18 different backstories.
Yeah, he does have a backstory. And like
the pregnant wife thing,
the broken comic, the
failure, his dad beating him.
Yeah, the just criminal who gets fucked over and dropped in the vat of chemicals. Like he does have it, and there's that thing.
I thought the chemical thing was the only constant in all of them. Like he got
he should be dropped in the chemicals. Yeah, never in any comics is he wearing makeup.
Yeah,
right.
I actually like that he's permanent. That way. Yeah. I don't like when he does it himself because it's just like, okay, you fucked up dyeing your hair. Like I'm not a big fan of that look, but I don't like Joker is a sociopath in the best way because I love that theory that Joker chooses what Joker he wants to be that week. Mm-hmm. And that's why sometimes
that's what I was getting to. Like it's in the is it the Killing Joke 2 or The Dark Knight Returns where he gives the speech of like his past is multiple choice.
I think it's the Killing Joke.
Is it? Yeah. Where he gives that speech about his past being multiple choice. Yeah. He obviously knows what his past is. Like he knows what happened to him, but he just chooses to tell people whatever story they need to hear.
I forget who said that theory, but I really like the theory of like that's why we have so many incarnations. I don't care if DC says there's 3 different Jokers. Mm-hmm. But which could they fucking hurry up and just like get that story out so I could fucking. It's been
I was intrigued by it, but now I've lost interest in it.
And then when it comes out, I'll be like, whoa, mind blown. And then they'll retcon it in a year and a half, anyways. But I love that theory of like yeah, that's why we have like Heath Ledger Joker, because that's who he chose to be that way. That's why we have fucking Romano's Joker, because he chose to be that way. But like, yeah, he's a sociopath. He just is.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's
I don't
dangerous.
fucking care about his back. I don't care who he was before.
But
before he was dropped into
like,
that chemicals is redundant.
But like,
it's the same reason I don't give a fuck
movie,
about Alfred's.
I don't. Yeah, well, fuck that one. That one's even worse than this. No, but I don't think this movie is going to spend too much time with
the backstory of it all.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like watching a movie where like, okay, we have 20 minutes of him getting his ass kicked on a train and in an alley, and then he snaps, and then he's the Joker, and it's just that little, and then you're just watching an awesome Joker movie where he's just taking down.
I'm intrigued to see like, how does it end? What is like, how do you end a Joker movie
without the big bat?
Yeah, like how do you like?
Yeah, it's a little.
Is it just end?
It's jarring in that sense of it, but.
And like, it's just, it's an Elseworld story. So like, yeah, Joker's around when Thomas Wayne's around. Batman looks like a little young kid again. And I'm like,
Thomas is still alive, so he has to be less than 9.
Yeah,
or whatever,
and I'm like,
right?
it's so weird when they do that, and it throws me for a loop. And I guess I get Elseworld stories are Elseworld stories. I wish DC would label this as an Elseworld story.
I wish there was one label at the end where it says
effect.
the DC logo, and if it said DC Elseworlds or the like how they have that. The book where it's like
I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, you can't fucking have different blah 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 like continuities or whatever. I get there's different stories and different things. Like as a comic book fucking
I just
fan,
wish there was something
indicated
that like this isn't with Shazam and Aquaman and
because a lot of people
like,
think it is going to be,
like,
and like we already have.
I guess looking at it though, you can tell
one.
that it takes place like 30 years earlier.
You can tell right off the bat by the cars.
Yeah, like the cars and the decor and like the
like everything.
You'd be like, oh, this is clearly 30
it looks like
years
70s
ago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
very much so, even though it isn't.
If yeah, I just wish there was some indication that it's not current.
Yeah, but
within the label.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's our take on the Joker trailer that dropped. How long was that? I'm just curious.
16 minutes.
Oh, not bad. That's pretty solid.
I mean, if that's a rant and a half, that's bullshit for 20 minutes.
That's
what we do.
Yeah,
Talking bull,
exactly.
Talking bullshit.
Exactly. I do like that we got that like that because you could cut that out and make it a thing if you wanted to. Next on the docket, the completely in the opposite fucking direction of the other thing that dropped. They announced the Pokemon Pikachu detective movie, which I totally botched because I couldn't think of the name. Detective Pikachu. Yeah, that fucking I blanked on it. It's been a trying 2 fucking days. Detective Pikachu.
No idea.
Yeah, fuck it. They announced it was coming to China, which, like, duh. But they gave us a bunch of TV spots. And the reason I want to talk about this is because we got a good look at, like, Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, naturally. I just noticed all the pictures of Pikachu in the background. Mm-hmm. But we got, like, just in the China one, we got, like, the little tidbit of what the plot's going to be, kind of. But what I really want to talk about was we finally got a really good look at a lot of the Pokemon in this movie. And I haven't said it before, but my initial hesitance with this movie is that all the Pokemon initially look like they have fur. And they all kind of looked like the same type of fur that Pikachu had. Mm-hmm. But in this trailer, you can see that they're different. Like you see,
they're all textured to match.
And like the Greninja actually looks like he's got frog texture.
Yeah.
And like I'm guessing what happens in this shot here is this is probably Mewtwo moving a mountain to throw at Pikachu or something. Because what else is moving a goddamn mountain? And not just moving it, but like Inception bending it. Like, look at that shit's bending. I love that bit though. And then like the side, I just noticed that side duck on her back. Like it's in that one scene later on. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see Psyduck. I love this interrogation scene where she's I'm not gonna break, and then he breaks.
Oh, that feels so good.
Yeah. And then you saw a picture of Mew in the background there, but like you see Gyarados here, and like he looks like a very angry fish. Mm-hmm. And he's fighting Charizard, which is cool because in the next scene we see them get blown through the door. Mm-hmm. And now there's some audio in this that it says Pokemon have been attacking humans, but from this, what we gather is like. This is an underground Pokemon fighting ring. Very much looks like it. So
do you think it's underground?
It looks very much underground. Like there's cages and everything everywhere. It doesn't look like we see in the anime where it's like a big open arena and legit. But we have seen shots of them talking about like in announcing Pokemon leagues. So this is weird. So like it's kind of like there's legitimate fighting and then there's underground fighting. And this looks like it would be just underground fighting. And like, yeah, we see the poor Charizard get blown away there. And then Pikachu doesn't float. But then like, yeah, there's several of these TV shots and you see, again, different like Pokemon. And I just like that you can see finally a good look at all of them. And like, because obviously they're just in the world, which is really cool. We saw a Pidgeot there. And we saw a really good look at Mewtwo. Which was really, he looks fucking dope. It's like a dude you want to fuck with.
I'm glad you added with.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck that. Don't fuck Pokemon. I bet you that's like, so like, if this works, I hope we get a live action Pokemon
Where
movie
they fuck the
with,
Pokemon?
with trainers. But in the guide, it says, do not fuck your Pokemon. It's like the
Someone has.
Oh yeah,
That's why
there's
tried.
the rule. There's never a rule
Unless
until you
someone's
need the rule.
exactly. Unless someone's fucked it up.
You see Mr. Mine here? I love this line here.
Everything is reaction.
Yeah, I love this reaction. Fucking, he's like, I'm good alone at night. He's like, you're an idiot. You know, another look at Psyduck, who actually looks like a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're getting live action Pokemon. That's fucking insane.
I could listen to Ryan though read the phone book.
Yeah,
Like it's just like his voice delivery and the way he speaks is like it doesn't matter what character he is, whether it's yellow or red. I'm sold.
Machamp directing traffic,
Mhm.
and then like Snorlax sleeping, which is a callback to the OG games,
Mhm.
and then like this is what I'm
Bulbasaur?
talking about. Bulbasaur, like it looks like a plant.
Yeah,
It
and like
looks
he has like a
a
flaw, like a reptilian skin.
Yeah,
it
like
looks
very much
froggish
like
or
that,
whatever,
and I'm
something.
like,
Yeah.
I'm really liking it. And then in the next shot, we see Lickitung, which is like the creepiest Pokemon ever you didn't want to see in the movie.
I'm sure there are people who would like.
That's the
that tongue.
Pokemon that got fucked because you know it licked someone's asshole at some point. Look at those eyes. He's like, I've seen some things. Look at that. He's just sad. He's like, I've done
Oh
things.
fuck, that was
Funny. But yeah, it's just continuous shots of like different stuff. And it looks like that girl is. This was cool because we saw
a
Ghastly.
Pokeball.
Oh, was that a Pokeball too?
It was spinning.
Oh, that's good. Like,
Back one more shot, one more little framey frame.
does he throw?
I think Bulbasaur pops out of it. Play it up. You're gonna see it spin right center screen.
I thought that was him just doing his hydro pump.
No, you definitely see the red ball. Keep going. I know I fucking see.
Well, I
it.
just want to talk about because this is a whole bunch of haunters.
Yeah.
Ghastlies, which is cool because we haven't seen a ghost Pokemon yet. But he's doing his hydro pump Blastoise, and I'm like, that's cool. That's Blastoise too.
There
Oh,
it
that
is.
is a Pokeball.
And Cubone
does.
Cubone pops out of it. That's what it was.
Cubone.
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 Yeah. Pops out of it.
I love Cubone because he's the saddest Pokemon ever because he's wearing the skull of his dead mother.
It's fucked up.
That is, you ever fucking just look up sad Pokedex entries and like it's really bad. There's one where it says the Pokemon takes the souls of children.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So then you see him pop out here, which is cool, and like he looks badass. I'm guessing this is Mewtwo busting out.
Escaping, yeah, from
This
that
guy's
pod
having a
thing or
bad day
whatever.
because that's a little tiny shards of glass. He's dead. And then we see that full shot of like Flareon for like. It's weird.
I don't know how you remember these fuckers' names. I mean, I know you still play the games, but
because it's the original 150.
yo, yeah,
Pretty
but
easy
I
to
don't
remember.
I know her, but like I couldn't tell you what her fucking name was. Like,
Also, I just noticed these are the legendaries. These are sculptures of the legendary Pokemon that deal with time travel.
how about the bonsai? Is that anything
Nah, I think that's just a plant.
decorative?
It's Sudowoodo. What's that Sudowoodo? And then like something happens. Dude, he gets attacked by a shit ton of Greninjas here. I like this because we see the underground ring here. But Ryan Reynolds' dialogue as Pikachu, he says, "I've dealt with this guy before."
Yeah, I'll beat him again.
Yeah,
are you
and
sure?
It's like, when did you have a fight with this Charizard? Is it this Charizard or just some random one?
Yeah, are there others?
Yeah, like
How does there's multiples,
yeah,
right?
obviously,
Like,
yeah.
So it's not like
But I'm like, is
He's
it
not the
this
only
Charizard he
Pikachu.
fought? Yeah. Did you? Okay, there was I think I want to go back one frame. So is that a Pokemon crawling on the cage in the next shot? Right there.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Looks
panda.
like a panda.
Yeah, it's a panda Pokemon, which there is one. But like, yeah, this Charizard is gonna bust out here.
Then he has performance anxiety.
Yeah,
like he can't,
and then he does his
too many
jolt
people are
attack.
watching. He can't
Yeah.
get it up. Whatever. Like we've
That's
all been there.
understandable. It's understandable. I like this next bit about the. And then again, we see more. There's like the Charmander is basically the grill. I love this. He's like, just step anywhere. Just step there. Okay, you're just stepping on my life's work. That's fine. And then he's like the bit about his bed. But yeah, I'm seeing Pokemon, and I really like it. Just going into his bed. That's weird. But yeah, that's our look at Pikachu. I'm very stoked for this movie. I'm very excited.
When does it come out?
May 10th.
10th.
Very soon.
Yeah. Month from now.
Basically, yeah.
Give or take.
Give or take. So, speaking of coming out soon, we have I clicked on the wrong one. We have the first confirmation, finally, of the length of the Endgame. Was it 3 hours and 5 minutes? Yeah.
3 hours, 58 seconds.
That's long.
That is long. I actually watched Infinity War last weekend. First time since I seen it in January. Because I waited till January to watch it. So
Makes sense.
But I watched it twice now. I will say upon second viewing, I liked it a little more than the first one. I remember watching it the first time and was just like, it wasn't like, it was okay. I watched it in a weekend or like in a day where I had watched that. I'd watched Ant-Man and the Wasp and I watched Venom. And I was like, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't much for the disjointedness of it. Like it's like 3 separate movies that you're just like bouncing
each
from.
team goes on its own quest.
And I would have preferred to have spent more time with like the other team.
Yeah.
Like I felt like you got like a lot. The team I wanted to stay with was Strange. I wanted to be with Strange, Tony, and Spidey. And I felt like they were the ones you saw the least of.
Yeah.
And I was like, but they're the ones I wanted to spend the most time with. I actually rewatched Doctor Strange. I don't know if I said that to you last week too, but I want to watch that again. And so I really wanted to spend more time with that. Anyways, but I rewatched it last weekend and I was like, better upon second viewing.
Yeah,
there's a lot to take in the first time, so it's like you're just jumping around and it is a long movie and different things like that. But I'm excited to see Endgame.
I'm very intrigued to see how this movie, what it is and what it does.
My sister is going to Ireland next week. She's gone like for Easter.
Yeah.
But it opens there on the 25th, the Thursday.
Yeah. So she's just going to spoil the whole movie.
They're making arrangements to see it there in Ireland on the 25th of the month before it opens here on the 26th.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's just like, because she said it to me the other day and I was like, well, I'm pretty sure it has date and date release. Like it is a worldwide.
Yeah.
But I think just like it's a like
time thing,
logistical time difference and things like that, where it probably opens here Thursday midnight as well. Like they have those midnight screens.
I think I'm just going to avoid the internet until I see this movie.
And just different things like that. So she's trying to get arrangements with her one friend who's already in Ireland to get the tickets, and then they're gonna go and see it.
That's pretty.
And she's like, she was telling me that just yesterday. She's like, so it's a good thing that because they asked me, they're like, oh, do you want to see like it opens here before you leave? And she's like, yeah, like I actually just watched the first. She watched it with me last week. Oh,
okay.
And she's like, yeah, I just watched Infinity War last week, and so I mean, like, not bad to now go watch part 2 like a couple weeks later. Like,
yeah, it's one of it's one of those movies where you're gonna have to watch it multiple times just to take it all in. But yeah, I'm so excited for this movie. I just can't wait to see the culmination of like 20-something odd movies and 12 years of fucking just build up and hype. And like I think a new trailer dropped today or something was cut and dropped today. Didn't even look at it. I'm done. I almost didn't watch the last trailer.
I don't remember what trailer I last watched. I think
the one we watched here
a couple weeks ago.
That was a much better trailer than the previous.
Than the first one. The first one wasn't like the greatest, but the second one was the better one. And that was the last thing I've seen of it.
Yeah.
But I also rewatched Homecoming and Civil War.
Civil War is like hands down amazing. Keeping on Disney, they announced at CinemaCon, which happened because they announced some other stuff too that I didn't add to the thing, that the New Mutants will still receive a theatrical release this year. And I'm like, could you please, movie studio, stop undercutting every fucking point I make? Because I was so adamant last week that this thing is.
You know what
not
though? I'm
seen.
still not sold that it's.
No, I think once now they've confirmed it. I think it's locked. I think it's locked. I don't think they're gonna take it down. And
there's no. All they did was put up a banner of all the movies.
Yeah.
It's still coming out. I just don't know if it's going in the theaters.
I still think it's gonna go to theaters now. I'm like, what? They made a point to make a point that it was coming. If they weren't sure about it, they wouldn't have said fuck all.
Well, no, like we know it's coming.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
like that doesn't. I don't know if like necessarily that says it's going to theaters.
It does, because if they wouldn't have said anything, we kind of would have been like, what are they doing with it? Still in the limbo. But they made a point to point out that it is getting a theatrical release. Had they said nothing, I would have been like,
they'll just throw it out for 2 weeks and then just pull it.
Well, it's still a theatrical release. Yeah, it's still a thing. Also, I saw this list the other day, but before we go into it, they showed off some production stills for Terminator Dark Fate. Title still sucks.
Confirmed title too.
Confirmed title now. But yeah, you saw some stuff. You saw the title card. It's just Terminator writing with Dark Fate writing. Looks exactly the same. Because they were like, here's the logo, and then it's just a picture of Arnie and Linda Hamilton and the other two actors in it whose name I don't remember, for a movie that I'm like, let's see you fix this. Let's see you, because Genesis was supposed to fix this, and you got me with trailers, and then you fucked it with a trailer, and then you ruined Matt Smith, and you ruined it with the movie, and then the movie was just awful. I kind of want, this is one of those movies where like I want to go back. And I haven't watched it since.
I think I've only seen Genesis the one time.
I kind of want to watch it again. And I'm like, I'm going to watch this. And I know it's bad, but I want to just watch it. But yeah. So this list of movies we're going to talk about, was just Disney revealing their post-Fox merger release dates for everything that's coming out. And there's like nothing. And then there's like a Penguin movie. So like we have... on
the 26th we have Endgame.
Exactly. And then this was cool. It's Token. And it's the story of Token, the writer. And just like him.
Before he wrote Fellowship and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah. And all this
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know it was either. And I saw that. I'm like, oh, that might be a cool movie to just check out and watch one day. Like you're like fucking blading through Netflix. And you're like, okay, I'll watch that. It's just this experience is like leading up to him writing his novels. And I'm like, that's cool. Then we got on the 24th of May, Aladdin, which I didn't actually know that was the release date.
I don't know what
this
Astra
movie.
is.
I didn't care about this movie. Dark Phoenix on
June 7th.
7th. And then the 20th is Toy Story 4. And then this movie sounded cool.
Oh, that's the guy from fucking...
Kamal Nadajini.
What the fuck is the movies that I had you watch?
The only thing I'm thinking of is those 27 stories, but that's not it. What's that? What is the name of those movies? He fights. He's a cop. He wins.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's violent as fuck. It's awesome.
Fuck. They're so good.
And it's called
something.
Stuber? The name of this movie. Stuber.
Stuber.
When a mild-mannered Uber driver named Stu, that's the title, Kamal Najini, picks up passenger Dave Bautista, who turns out to be a cop hot on the trail of a brutal killer. He's thrust into a harrowing ordeal where he desperately tries to hold on to his wits, life, and his 5-star rating. That sounds fucking awesome. It's Dave Bautista and this guy kicking people's asses. I'm very intrigued about this. The Lion King on the 29th of July. The New Mutants on August 2nd. This movie I don't care about. And then this. Spies in Disguise. Spies in Disguise is a buddy cop set in the high-octane, globe-trotting world of international espionage.
1 second. The movies?
Yeah.
The Raid.
The Raid. That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Good movies. You haven't watched them? Check them out.
How to look.
Very uber violent, but uber awesome. Will Smith voices Lance Sterling, the world's most awesome spy. Cool, charming, and super skilled. Save the world is his occupation, and nobody does it better. Exact
I saw a trailer
opposite
for this.
Is Lance Walter, voiced by Tom Harland.
Saw a trailer for this.
I can't.
It looked pretty fucking fun.
I haven't seen it, but this is the first time I'm hearing about this movie. And I'm like, cool. Walter is a great mind, but perhaps not a great socializer. What he lacks in social skills, he makes up in smart and ingenuity. I'm like, this sounds fucking amazing.
I don't remember. I think I seen it. I think I went to see. I wanted The Grinch, like the Christmas.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was attached to that because like it's limited to what they'll attach to like children movies like that, right? So, yeah, and I think, and it was like I laughed a couple times watching the trailer. I actually forgot about it until I just saw that picture. I was like, I saw that.
The trailer after. This is cool because I didn't realize this. I didn't
know it was like a Disney Fox thing, but
well, because I only read up to this and I got the little bit up to like where it says Tom Holland, then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is cool. The film will be the first Blue Sky animation film to be released by Walt Disney Studio, which means they're keeping the other animation department, at least for now. We'll see how that goes. It was the principal animation house providing Fox with a number of hits, including Ice Age, Rio, and the Peanuts movie. Which
have you watched the Peanuts movie?
No.
I did.
Is it bad?
Not bad.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like Peanuts.
It was good.
I like the Peanuts. They're pretty cool.
You know what I had a problem with watching it was they would cut to Snoopy doing his like red herring adventure things. So it was like a silent film, World War II, just shooting that, like the like you would see in like the comic strips or whatever. And like I think it cuts to it about 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like pretty long sequences. And like that pulled me out of it. I was like, I didn't like that. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued about this movie. I like the idea that it's released by Disney, but it's a Blue Sky animation. And I'm like, because this is completely different than even Pixar's animation of stuff. So just gives Disney more fucking hits. I'm reading about this movie because it sounded like a serial killer movie, but I don't think it is. It's like the woman in the window. It just sounds like this girl is getting stalked. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, October 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Picks up. This is Disney doing their thing where they try to add more humanity to their villains, and I'm just like, no, man, Maleficent is an evil asshole, and that's all I want to do. I haven't even watched this movie. Have you?
Oh yeah, I have seen it probably 7 to 25 times. Like
that's too many.
Well, not always by choice, but
very accurate. Yeah.
It was. Oh yeah, it was a popular favorite. I watched it. It's not bad, but there are moments that I was like, I wasn't because of they need to make a story 2 hours long, and there's like they have to, and they do make her like not the hero, but not the villain. Yeah. She has redeeming qualities at the end of the movie and stuff like that. Where I was like, that's kind of.
Is it worth watching?
I'd say once.
Okay, I'll check it out. Okay, so this next title, Ford versus Ferrari. I'm like, cool. Is this like a docu-pic kind of like when we watch Chris Hemsworth in that one movie where he's the race car driver?
Okay, yeah.
And that's a great movie. I really enjoyed watching that.
Never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he plays like one of those 2 really famous guys who was like, they were battling for number 1 in the F1. And it was really good. I thought maybe this was like Ford versus Ferrari. No, it is definitely not. It is under the 20th Century Fox label. It's an upcoming action biographical drama film. Maybe it is. Oh, it is a thing. No, maybe I should read titles before I finish talking about things. Oh, it is. Well, don't put action fucking thing in your thing then. I
don't know what I know it is about Ford and Ferrari and the 2 families, but I don't know how that relates to action.
Yeah, because like I'm like, it's an upcoming action film, and I'm like, okay. Because I saw Christian Bale and Matt Damon, and I'm like, are they fighting? By the way, this cast you might as well give some of them Oscar nominations, because you know they're getting them.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. Mission of building from scratch an entirely automobile potential defeat the Penalto Ferrari. Oh, so this is Ford trying to take out Ferrari at the 1966 24-hour of Le Mans race in France. Oh, isn't that one race that's like super fucking dangerous?
I have no idea.
I'm kind of in on it. Plus, it's got Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Frozen 2, which I still like. I wish they would have given it something else of a title.
They don't even need to put the 2 there.
Yeah, they could have released Frozen.
Frozen, boom, $1 billion.
That being said, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts. A little side tangent to go with the side tangent from last week's side tangents. I was in the whatever fucking kingdom that set in, and for the first time ever, I'm actually witnessing what Frozen was, and I'm like, this isn't that bad. And they played the entire fucking song of Let It Go. And I'm watching it, and I got the subtitles on, so I'm reading and listening to the song, and I'm like, wow, this is a really good song. It's actually like powerful and inspirational, and like it's good. And then I'm like, oh right, the reason I hate this and never wanted to watch it because it was so blown out of fucking proportion. This movie took on a fucking life of its own,
unnecessary hype,
and the song and everything did. And then you want to build a snowman shit. All of that took an unnecessary level of hype to the point I'm like, I ought nothing to do with this. Now when I'm playing that game, I'm like, kind of want to check this movie out. It seems like it might actually be a decent flick. Now that the hype is 14 years over, I'm like, okay. But yeah, and that was a little story about Frozen, and the reason I'm like, just like, oh, this song is good, but it threw me in the game because they played the entire fucking song, and I'm like, you know, they were hyping fucking Frozen. And then the same with Rapunzel, too. For the first time ever, I witnessed that movie because I never watched that either because there was massive hype behind it too.
That one's good. I like that one.
And I'm like, oh yeah, Tangled. I call it Rapunzel because that's what it is, but I always forget the name of it. Plus, it's got the Shazam in it.
Yeah, Levi.
So, yeah. And then, of course, episode 9, which they're doing that thing.
I didn't see New Mutants in this list anywhere.
We went past it. You were looking at
Not New Mutants. We saw Dark Phoenix.
No, New Mutants is on the list.
Where was it?
It's up here. You were looking at your thing.
Oh, I was looking up this thing. Oh, scroll down.
Yeah, right there, New Mutants.
August 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were looking at the name of
the
movie.
race.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably going to make a lot of money. And also will piss off a lot of people because apparently I need to go back and watch The Last Jedi. Because I've watched it. I watched it at the theater once. I thought it was okay. There's an entire sequence of that movie you can just cut the fuck out. There's certainly there's wrong with it, but it doesn't ruin my entire fucking experience with
Star Wars. I don't know what everyone hated about it. That he dies?
No, not even that. That's the least of their grievances with this movie. We could fill a whole fucking podcast with everyone thinks is wrong with that movie. I actually didn't mind it. I need to go back and watch it again. I haven't watched it since the theater. I liked it then. There was some stuff wrong with it.
I think I watched it in the summer.
I need to go back and watch it again. There's a list of movies that I'm like, I need to go check back out and do stuff on. I actually have an idea of something I want to do that I haven't talked to you about yet, but mainly it's a thing I want to do.
Balto?
What is this wolf? It's just like...
We needed one more picture at the end, so we're just going to stick that up there.
Seriously, there's no context to what this is. It's just a picture of a wolf on the mountain. There's no movie or anything tied to it. But what I was saying was...
have you seen Solo?
So here's my thing. I have it. I just haven't watched it yet. I'm just like...
It's supposed to be bad.
And that's kind of why I want to watch it. Because like it's one of those movies, it's bad and you have to watch it. And I'm just like... It's one of those things where it's like they explain the things that the way they are for the movie, and it's definitely one of those things they did not have to explain. This whole movie is an explanation to why he is the way he is. And I'm like, I don't care. He was cool. Stop ruining things. You ruined him. You ruined RoboCop. He was cool, and then you tried to explain, well, he was the way. He's fucking RoboCop. Who gives a shit? Next thing you give me the backstory of the aliens. Oh wait, you did that and it sucked too. Oh, you're going to give me the backstory of the Predators? That sucked too. Stop giving us backstory of cool things. Next thing you know, you're going to give us the story of Skynet. Wait, you fucked that up too. Give us the fucking... You know what they're going to make a movie of? I just looked over there. They're going to make a Crash Bandicoot movie.
Where he gets his sneakers.
Not even that. They're gonna make the neocortex, the guy who made him. They're going to make his movie and why he's a bad guy. And it's like, we don't care. Like, stop it. This fucking wolf is just throwing me for a loop here. I don't understand what it's doing. But yeah, Solo I need to go back and watch. But my point I was trying to get to, they keep dropping like, we're getting a Star Wars trailer soon. We're getting a Star Wars trailer soon. I'm like,
have we seen anything?
No, we haven't seen shit. They're going to tie it to Avengers.
You think so? Then it should be out. Because trailers don't come out with movies anymore. They come out a couple weeks before the movie that it's tied to.
Well, it's still got time.
Yeah, but it should be soon.
But that's what they keep saying. But if they were smart, they would not release it. And they would keep it in the theater.
No. It will never happen.
I know. They don't do that.
It will come out about a week and a half before Avengers.
Can you imagine the hype, though, if they only drop it in theaters? The only way to see this trailer is to go watch the movie everyone's going to go watch already.
I guess in this case, because, the world's going to see this movie.
This movie broke fucking ticket sales records in 6 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not surprising. I'm surprised it took 6 hours.
Yeah, they're already available in Canada here.
It's weird because like it's one of those ones where it's like it's sold out, blah 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 blah. But then you go to the theater and you're like, "Can I get one?" They're like, "Sure." like I don't. And I guess it's just because we go whenever. Mm-hmm. But it like main times are probably just like blown through the water. But I guess they're going on eBay for like ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm like, just pick another fucking time.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Just go a different day.
I want it to go at $315.
Just go a different day.
So I'm going to spend $400 because I'm a moron.
Oh, you are a fucking idiot.
I'm like, whatever. It's ridiculous. People are stupid. What are we at here?
I didn't know they were doing that. 46.
Yeah, I saw it.
We should get a count. A clock on here.
Yes, we should. Yes, we definitely should.
And then when I hit this, you hit play.
So we can kind of get a count of where we're at.
Be nice if we got one that counted backwards, right? Just so that it was like if it was like
it hit 0, we're like we're done. Mid-sentence. Come on.
It says 0.
All right, so we're at 46. So we could probably fill this. We'll skip every other thing we had on there. There wasn't really much of anything of importance, kind of. Real quick, I want to talk about the Power Rangers game before we go into the squad thing. I guess it's getting like mid-tier reviews. Yeah, it is. Mid-tier reviews. It's like underneath like the shitty game is a really good one, and people are complaining there's not enough content or whatever. This first DLC pack adds like 3 or 4 more characters to the list, and I guess later on they're getting a story mode, and I guess they're just slowly improving it to where it's getting better and better. And I'm like, I might pick this up like right now and not touch it till later.
Until it's ready.
Because what if they're like, okay, we're gonna add like they increase the price. Right now it's $20. It's a budget title. You just play the ladder and there's nothing really in it. But they're adding a free content, which I think there's 3 or 4 more of like characters you kind of care about. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. Because leading up to this, we were just like, this game looks like okay, or we thought it was the mobile title just upgraded, where it's not. I've seen footage of it now, and it's like it's a full game, and not a bad looking one either. Now that you've seen it, but I just like that.
Played the trailer.
Yeah, I just like that they're updating it with free stuff, and they're gonna keep at it and make it a better title. And I hope this leads to better Power Ranger games, because that's one of the mediums where like
they're supposed to be restarting like that the movie again.
Yeah, so I hope they do well, and same with Turtles and stuff like that. I just want better stuff out of them. So we got a lot of news this week about Suicide Squad and what it is and who's in it and who's not in it and who might be in it and who's writing it and all that fun stuff. So the title is officially The Suicide Squad, which I'm like, cool, you threw the in the front of it. Are you pulling a Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, pretty much.
The Fast and the Furious. So next it's 2 Squad, 2 Suicide, 2 Squad.
2 Squatty.
So that I'm just like, we were talking about this, and there's rumor that like, so what Harley Quinn might be in it, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
And it seems now that
What's his name? Jai Courtney said he's coming back.
Jai
He's already,
Courtney's in it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm filming in September. We're doing this. Whatever.
Yeah, this article says.
This article says Joel Kinnaman will be back too as Rick Flag.
This one says that Margot Robbie is in it.
Yeah, I've heard hers bouncing back and forth, but I mean, Warner Brothers is hot on her, so like, of course they're going to put her.
Viola
back in.
Davis is back as Waller.
Yeah, she's coming back. So to say that it's not a sequel,
yeah,
it just it irks me a little bit. I know you want to distance yourself from that movie, but you don't have to call it Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah,
like you didn't. You called it The Suicide Squad, whatever. And yeah, like you don't need these movies to like. They're operational based. So you get a job, you get a mission, you go in, you take it out. It's kind of like, we'll say, I'll go with the first 3 Mission Impossibles. Because after that, they started to do it differently. But the first 3 Mission Impossibles are mission based. You go in, you have your objective, you get your thing, you get out. One movie doesn't tie to the next one, though. You can watch 2. Even, I don't know why you ever would, but you could watch 2 and never see 1 and 3.
Never watch Mission
You
Impossible
could watch
2.
3 and have never watched 1 and 2.
No.
4, 5, and 6. I haven't seen Follow-Up, but 4 and 5, and from what I've seen of 6 trailer-wise, there is it looks like they start to go for that like continuity, like one movie.
There's a bit of continuity, but you can still.
But like still jumpy,
in.
but
yeah.
But this movie's can operate the same way, where like you don't have to reference anything in the first movie, just make the next one. Like they used to do back in the day.
I wouldn't reference anything in that first movie.
Like, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you don't have to.
I would.
But it is still
the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad.
It is. But it still is
that hurts.
A sequel.
That hurts. Yeah, it is. It's very much
when you got the same cast, all coming back playing the same role.
And the only reason Will Smith isn't back is because scheduling conflict. Yeah. And I actually like Idris Elba better than Will Smith as Deadshot anyways.
Yeah.
I never liked Will Smith as Deadshot. Yeah. He's very much... He's too Will Smith. He's too Will Smith. He's Ryan Reynolds, but Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like, Will Smith is playing Will Smith.
Yeah.
We see him in The Genie. He's Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu now, but it's Ryan Reynolds. He's Deadpool. Like, it's just... It is what it is. Like, you can't look at him any other way. And Will Smith was exactly the same way. They tried to bring some levity to him, but you still just saw Will Smith.
Did you see the set photos of Joker being in Birds of Prey?
No, I'm tired of seeing everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of just been staying with official stuff. Mm-hmm. So like trailers, official released photos of like whatever. And that first little bit we saw of Birds of Prey, that weird fucking announced trailer that looked like it was a fighting game selection screen.
Yeah.
Really kind of turned me off to anything about that movie.
This movie is like no this movie has now...
It's the New Mutants.
Yeah.
It looks bad.
It does.
And that's just based off those... It doesn't look...
Just based off that, their production paid intro weird... montage trailer. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
You know what it is?
But
I want someone to cut the Justice League TV show intro to the credits, because that's what that was.
But I'm not interested in this movie one bit. The only saving grace it has, I would say, is Ewan with Black Mask. But from what I've seen, unfortunately, I'm like...
Motherfucker better put on a black mask
wear a fucking
real soon.
Because he's looking like a fucking 70s drug dealer. Just like, he has these big shades and these weird clothes. His clothes... I've seen... It just bothers me. Like, his pants go up like mid-shin.
Yeah.
Like,
I did see...
Why are you wearing capris?
Yeah. I did read an article, though, and it might have been an interview or something, but it was saying that... Harley isn't initially part of the Birds of Prey to start with, and then she's with them. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, she's not a Birds of Prey.
And she shouldn't be with them at the end.
Exactly. And I'm like, so what's going to happen? Is they're going to team up with her and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't like, you wanted Harley Quinn, make a Harley Quinn movie. Mm-hmm. You did. It was called Suicide Squad and Friends.
Well, but they had, what was the other movie that they were making? I think it was Suicide Squad 2 originally was going to be this, but the two scripts were so similar, they chose this one and scrapped that one. And like,
I do hope this movie don't get me wrong, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn she's fucking fantastic. She nails it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, they need to stop doing this thing where they just focus on one fucking thing, and it's clearly it didn't work with the last 17 movies you did. Your movie is called Suicide Squad. Give other people some fucking thing. Like, the whole thing of the first movie was like Rick Flag and Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking plot was about her, but we spent more time with Margot Robbie and Leto.
And even their stuff all got cut.
And even their stuff got cut. And it's
All
just
their
like,
shit got cut.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's, oh God, that movie's fucking terrible. I can just rant on that fucking.
I've only seen it I
I
think I've only seen that the one time.
I watched it again. I did watch it again.
I don't think I watched it.
It's not good the second time either. I'm trying to remember if I came out of that movie like that was good, but I don't think I did, because it wasn't. I
remember feeling shamed and just
what I like about
mad at myself and like I needed a good shower and a cry.
What for the Oscar winning Suicide Squad. Yeah. What I like about this movie is I trust him to make a good movie.
Oh, Gunn. We've switched to the new one?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Sorry, I segued. I trust Gunn to make a really good ensemble movie, because he made me care about Guardians of the goddamn Galaxy. And if there's any Marvel property I ever gave a fuck about, it was Guardians of the goddamn Galaxy.
But I will say I don't want him to make Guardians 3.
No. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to watch a DC version of Guardians.
Well, that was our fear with, he was just gonna shoehorn in the squad with Guardians, right?
With his jokes and his
style.
I mean, I get it. He'll have his jokes and his style, but I don't want
now
two
that
on
he
the
has
nose. Too
now that he
similar
has
to,
both.
Yeah.
I think we're a lot better off, because I trust him to make an ensemble movie and get the tone and the structure of the movie. And from what I've actually read some Squad stuff afterwards and looked some stuff up. From what I've gathered, his stuff actually fits very well with Guardians, and it seems he understands them. So if he understands the Squad like he does Guardians, I'm okay. And this movie, I actually have hope for, as opposed to whatever other DC movies they have on their slate, which is whatever. I wonder when we get the announcement of Shazam 2.
You know what though? Like that, this movie Shazam was made for. Did you see the budget for?
No,
Shazam?
what was it?
85 million. That's it. 85 million.
It doesn't show. It looks really good.
Oh yeah, it looks
it's
good.
certified.
Certified fresh. 93%.
Yeah.
85 million.
And it's gonna get
opening weekend.
Captain Marvel crossed $1 billion.
Yeah,
good for it.
Seen it.
It's good.
Not going to.
You'll watch it.
I'll Netflix it when it comes out in a year.
I recommend watching it. It's a lot different than what I thought that movie was going to be, and I actually enjoyed it. And I hate Captain Marvel, and want nothing to do with most of what she stands for. Not Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. I hate Captain Marvel. She's a fucking bitch. At least in the comics, she's a fucking bitch. But she kicks off another Civil War. Bitch. Her and Iron Man, but mostly her. But yeah, the movie, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And I'm trying to give some of these movies the benefit of the doubt, because like I go in there and I'm like, these are gonna suck, and then I watch them and God damn it. But that's the Marvel side.
I wanted. So it was 2 weeks ago that I watched Into the Spider-Verse. 2 weeks ago tonight. I watched it a lot. 2 weeks on.
I want to watch that again.
And every day since I've watched it, I'm like, am I gonna watch that again?
I'm not gonna watch that again.
Am I gonna put it on right now? Like
in the words of Nick Scarpino,
like the Saturday.
I'm gonna watch that again.
On the Saturday, like the day after, I'm like, am I gonna watch that today? And I haven't, because I'm just like, now I'm questioning, like, is it too soon to watch it again? Like, but I fucking want to.
I like that movie so much. I want to listen to that song he keeps playing in that movie.
I bought the song today on iTunes and listened to it the entire way home from work. I just kept hitting replay, and I was like,
such an
and then it was in my head. I'm like, Am I watching that again this weekend? It's been 2 weeks. I've wanted to watch it every day since I seen it. Am I watching it this weekend again?
I really
think I might.
Yeah. It's so I need to sit down and watch it again. It's so good.
No, but I bought the song today. I was like, fuck,
that's awesome. If it's on Spotify, I'm gonna add it. But I very much like for a movie that if you go back and listen to our podcast, we were very on the fence about. We weren't very sure.
The trailers didn't sell me in the animation, but like
like
watching it in its entirety, the animation sold me. I was like, oh, I get it. Like, but
get
seeing
what they
the
were
trailers
going for,
and stuff, it just distorted. My eyes were like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I don't know how to process it. But watching the movie and seeing it, I was like, it was like that Joker trailer. I was like, fuck, they got
a
me.
long time ago, I had made the point of this was long before we did the podcast, but I made it a point of like when they announced Heath Ledger as the Joker initially, I was like, it's the fucking guy from that Night movie. Like he can't fucking do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck that guy. And rest in peace. Then I saw him in it. I'm like, whoa, he's so good. At that point, I made the decision. I'm like, I'm going to wait to see something from these actors before I judge them as the character.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was so good in that role that I'm like, I need to stop prematurely jumping on these people before I do
ejaculation,
that. Exactly.
Coming all over
and
everything.
I've tried to do that, and occasionally I'm like really bad at it. But
it's hard to keep it in.
Exactly. Normally I'm like, okay, we'll see how this is. I'm gonna wait for a trailer or some sort of shot or something, and I've been all right with it. But with some movies, I'm just like, whatever, I'm out. And I did that with Into the Spider-Verse, and I said I was gonna see it because it's a Spider-Man movie, and of course, like Spider-Man's awesome, whatever. Fucking.
I knew I would see it. But I also knew like I was like I probably won't see it in.
I went to the
stuff
theater
like
and saw it, and I'm so happy I did because watching it on big was just. Oh, so good. But like the Joker thing, like I was like, and then I saw the trailer and I'm like, you got me, trailer. I'm still on the fence about it. But
I don't know about the story, but the trailer hooked me.
Yeah. And now that I've made my own interpretation of the movie, I'm really sold.
Like my movie's amazing.
My movies are great. But I did that decision, and I'm trying to do that now more with movies where I'm just like, wait till we see something official. Like, yeah, they announce all these things and cast, and you're just like, all right. And like when they announced Levy as Shazam, I'm like, fucking perfect. Watching enough Chuck, you're like, he is the perfect fucking guy for that movie. And initially I was in. But there's a few casting choices where you look at it and you go, what the fuck? Like when they cast when Batfleck was cast,
I loved it.
I was all for it, but at the same time,
but I can understand people's reservations.
You're like, really? Okay. And now, what's his face is back in the running again, apparently for bats. Who's the guy always in the running for Batman? It's Army.
Oh, Army.
Army always is in the running for Batman, and
I want him.
Yeah,
that's who I want. I'm hedging my bets. I'm like,
can we get Cavill back as Superman, please?
Yeah. You ever watch
no, I need to.
The movie they did together?
The spy movie.
Yeah, the 60s spy movie. I can't remember what it's called.
It's based off that show.
Yeah, the name that we can't remember right now.
Oh, fuck. What is it? It's this intelligence. Is there intelligence in the title? Central Intelligence? Nope, that's that movie with Steve Carell. The internet is at the touch of our fingertips, and we're still.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
That's it. It was the other spy movie, the one without the shoe phone. Yeah.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
But
I've watched that. I've watched it a couple times. They have great chemistry. So like, if you brought him in as Bat and still kept Cavill, because I think he's the only man on the planet who should be ever allowed to wear the S.
Yeah, at least for right now.
Sold.
Yeah. You have you got that Justice League? Oh, man, you got Shazam still with Levy, and you got Gadot, or whatever the fuck her name is,
Aquaman
as Wonder Woman, and Momoa as Aquaman.
Solid
Hot fucking damn, are you good to go? You now only you need to find a lantern
and maybe a new Flash.
Yeah, you need to find a new Flash. You need to find. You know who's busy? Grant. He can be the Flash. You know who else isn't busy? Amel. Guess who can play Arrow in a movie? That being said, we done.
That's it.
That's it, folks. Thank you for joining us once again. We will have news next week on what we are doing for the anniversary of this channel, so stay tuned for that. Once we have that, I'll put that up as a separate video, so you don't have to watch it all the way through the podcast to get information. But we'll have news on that next week. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back. You guys are lovely. Please comment, like, follow, subscribe. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you think. Bye.